Spartans, virtual fighters, historical figures, fighting queens, and insane collaborations in between. Welcome to the history of the guest characters of Dead or Alive, an all-new offshoot series where we'll be covering most, if not all, of Team Ninja's major collaborations in the Dead or Alive series. Hope you'll enjoy the ride, because there's quite a handful. In our last episode, we covered Team Ninja's very first company the DOA series collaborated with, Acclaim, through the now defunct license to Valiant's Shadow Man. Today, we're covering the very first company the DOA series collaborated with that the mainstream actually cared about, Bungie. Yes folks, we're about to take a trip down memory lane during the 7th generation of video game consoles, when memory cards were out, hard drives were in, online gaming was on the rise, and Halo ruled the world. Well, at least the West. Picture it. It's May 12, 2005. Anticipation for Microsoft's next generation console is at an all-time high, and MTV, of all channels, is promoting an exclusive TV special that will reveal it first. Not E3, not one of Microsoft's own press shows, MTV. On that day, Microsoft's successor to the original Xbox, the Xbox 360, will be officially revealed, and will go down in history as the first true high-definition gaming console, with Team Ninja's Dead or Alive 4 to be launched alongside it. Or so we thought. Despite the delayed release of Dead or Alive 4, one thing stood out about the game that still made it a force of hype to be reckoned with: the collaboration between Team Ninja and Bungie to create a guest character. It turns out that the series creator and lead designer at the time, Tomonobu Itagaki, was a fan of Halo, and so was his daughter. This may have inspired him to collaborate with Bungie to somehow have characters from the Halo series mixed up with the characters of Dead or Alive, and who better to put it in the game than a Spartan, or better yet, Master Chief. Yeah, about that. Although Master Chief was a no-brainer as a guest character, the folks at Bungie were strongly against the idea, deeming it impossible due to storyline restrictions. So instead, they brainstormed a workaround and created a completely new Spartan character from scratch. A female Spartan character at that. And her name was Nicole. Designation, Spartan 458. Development of the character for Dead or Alive 4 was an easy task, as much of her assets were straight from the game data for Halo 2. But how to make sense of her backstory in Dead or Alive 4 was another matter entirely, and according to Bungie, it reads as follows. Nicole is sent to the 21st century, when a partially stable bubble in the time-space continuum opens near Nassau Station, where she and her unit are preparing for a secret mission. This bubble is created when Apocalypso, an Oni stealth vehicle, interacts with real space as a result of an unusual slip space incident. This incident traps Nicole in the 21st century. While waiting for the bubble to collapse, which she hopes will enable her to return to the future, she battles any member of the Dead or Alive cast that arrives at the station, protecting its classified information. To keep the space-time continuum stable, she avoids lethal force in executing her current task. Nicole's fighting style is best described as a modified hybrid of Leon and Bayman's movesets, both of which share the same martial art of combat Sambo. As an Easter egg, many of her moves are tongue-in-cheek references to the Halo series itself. She even has a taunt that activates her camouflage, and a command throw that involves a plasma grenade. But what's probably most unique about Nicole amongst the entire cast of Dead or Alive 4 is that she is the only character with a command throw that's 5 frames. In the Dead or Alive series, neutral throws are faster than command throws by a few frames, and they can be throw escape. Command throws, on the other hand, are usually slower than neutral throws and cannot be throw escape. On top of that, most strings in Dead or Alive 4 lack any frame advantage at all and highly favors a more defensive play than most installments. With all this in mind, Nicole's 5-frame command throw is one of the strongest tools in the game, especially for one that rewards good defense. And that's not all. Nicole's among the heaviest in the weight classes of Dead or Alive 4, making her extremely difficult to juggle for substantial damage. Nicole is voiced by Lisa Brown. Yes, that includes the Japanese voice clips.
Omae wa dare da? Aite ni natte yaru. Raku ni shite yaru.
Born in Seattle, Washington on October 25, 1967, not too much is known about her history prior to voice acting. But what we do know is that she is the co-owner of Cedar House Audio Productions, and she is particularly well known for voicing one Slippy Toad from a little Nintendo IP you may know as the Star Fox series. You know, the one with the barrel rolls, can't let you do that, and the annoying Fox only no items final destination meme that got carried over to Smash Brothers that's been done millions and millions of times over. But yeah, let that sink in. Slippy, voicing a Spartan in Dead or Alive 4. And now I can't unsee Slippy in Dead or Alive.
Hold A to charge your laser. No! Escaping? I don't think so.
Following the release of Dead or Alive 4 in late December of 2005, Bungie will allow a collaboration in their own upcoming game, Halo 3, with the addition of the now famous Hayabusa armor, obviously named after Mr. Ninja Gaiden himself, Ryu Hayabusa. To date, Spartan 458 is considered non-canon in Dead or Alive 4, and a divisive subject among Halo fans on where she fits in the canon, or rather, where she can be retconned. But at least she lives on in the Dead or Alive series as a moveset, which the Fiend Hunter Rachel would expand upon greatly. And this is where the legacy of Nicole, designation Spartan 458, stands today.